Hello everyone, we have already completed about the significant figures. Now in this class, I will explain you about the error. Okay, so the key points are what is error, types of error and how to calculate the error. We know that no one is perfect in this world, right? Why? Because of this error. So what is error? What is error? Look, suppose we have to measure the refractive index of glass slab. For that, what we have to do? We have to take some number of observations. We may take 20 or 10 observations. Suppose we have taken 10 observations. Now, we will find there that we are getting different values. Suppose we are getting 1.51, 1.52, 1.49, different readings we are getting. So, those individual readings are the measured values. Okay, now what is error? The difference between the true value and the measured value is called as error of a measurement. The difference between the true value and the measured value is called as error of the measurement. Now, question is that what is the true value? Okay, what is the true value? How can we determine the true value of a measurement? Suppose we have taken 10 observations for the refractive index of a glass slab. We are getting different values. Okay, suppose n number of observations we have taken. That means suppose x1, x2, x3, xn. Suppose n number of readings we have taken. Now the number of observations is how much? Is n. That mean value will be how much? The mean value will be x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus xn. Means total measured value by total number of observations n. Mean value we have determined by using this formula. Okay, total measured value upon total number of observations. This mean value is known as your true value. True value represented as x bar or xm. Okay, this is the true value. Now the difference between the true value and the measured value. Measured value means the individual readings we have taken. The difference between true value and the measured value is known as error. Now we will discuss the types of error. Error is of three types. One is your absolute error. Second one is your relative error. Third one is your percentage error. So error is of three types: absolute error, relative error and percentage error. So we will first discuss about the absolute error. What is absolute error? Look, we have taken n number of observations and the readings are x1, x2, x3, xn. N number of observations are there. Now the mean value already we have derived, that is xm. Now for the individual readings we have to calculate the absolute errors. Now the absolute error for the first reading is denoted by symbol del x1. Del x1 means the absolute error for first reading. This is how much? Xm minus x1 mod. More always gives the positive value. Next, absolute error for second reading. Xm minus x2 mod. Absolute error for observation number 3. Xm minus x3 mod. Similarly, del xm will be how much? Xm minus xn mod. These are the absolute errors for individual readings. Now we will calculate the mean absolute error. Mean absolute error means the mean value of the absolute errors of individual readings we have calculated. Mean absolute error means del xm, okay, is how much? Already we have determined the individual absolute errors. So del xm will be how much? Del x1 plus del x2 plus del x3 plus del xn divided by number of observations, that is n. Okay, this value gives the mean absolute error. Okay, now the important thing is that whenever we have to represent the value, how can we present? With the true value we have to present this mean absolute error. That means true value is how much? Xm, that is the mean value or true value. Okay, with that we have to write the mean absolute error by using plus or minus symbol. What is the meaning of this one? Okay, that means the value will vary from xm minus del xm to xm plus del xm. The value will vary from xm minus del xm to xm plus del xm. Now we will discuss the relative error. Relative error is defined as the ratio between the mean absolute error, that is del xm, to the mean value of the readings, that is xm. Okay, relative error is the ratio between mean absolute error to the mean value of the readings, that is del xm by xm. Relative error is also known as your fractional error. Okay, next, percentage error. Percentage error means simply we have to multiply 100 with the relative error. Del xm by xm into 100. This is the percentage error. Now we will discuss about the operations in error. Operations means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. First, addition of errors. Suppose two values are given, A and B. Two values are given, and now suppose their resultant is Z. A plus B. Okay, Z is the resultant of the two values A and B. Now in the error format we can write Z plus minus del Z equal to A means A plus minus del A, B plus minus del B. Plus sign is there, so plus. Okay, where del A, del B and del Z are the absolute errors of A, B and Z respectively. Okay, Now simply we will add z plus minus del z equal to a plus b. Okay, a plus b. Next, plus minus del a plus minus del b. Here z and a plus b will be cancelled out because z equal to a plus b, that is given. So plus minus del z equal to, taking common plus minus, how much left? Del a plus del b. Okay. So cancelling in both the sides the plus minus, it will be how much? Del z equal to del a plus del b. This is the answer. Okay. Errors in subtraction. Suppose z equal to a minus b. Now in the error format, how can we express z plus minus del z? A plus minus del a. In case of b, we will write b plus minus del b. Okay. Minus sign is there, so minus. Now z plus minus del z equal to a minus b plus minus del a minus into plus means minus, minus into minus means plus. So this will be minus plus del b. Now this z and a minus b will be cancelled out because z equal to a minus b. Plus minus del z equal to plus minus, taking common, del a. Here there should be minus, right? But it will be plus. Why? This is very interesting because we know the absolute errors are always positive, right? So minus, plus minus will be cancelled out in both the sides. Now del z equal to del a plus del b. Clear everyone? Why we wrote here plus sign? Okay, it is not a matter of concern that whether there is minus or plus sign. Always there should be plus sign. Errors are always positive. So look, from this result we conclude that the errors are always added. Which errors? Absolute errors. So we will write absolute errors are always added. Yes or no? Look, for minus also the absolute errors are added. If x equal to p plus q, for this equation we will write del x equal to del p plus del q. If x equal to p minus q, then also we will write del x equal to del p plus del q. So errors are always added. Errors in product. Z equal to a dot b. Now in the error format, this will be z plus minus del z equal to a plus minus del a into b plus minus delta b, where del a, del b and delta z are the absolute errors of a, b and z respectively. Now z plus minus delta z equal to, just multiply ab plus minus a delta b plus minus b delta a plus minus delta a delta b. Okay, look, one thing, delta. Delta means difference. In case of errors, okay, the delta is a small quantity, and here double deltas are there. So product of double delta means this is a very small quantity, and product of double delta, that means it is very small quantity. So this quantity may be neglected. So we have neglected this term. Okay, now z plus minus delta z equal to AB plus minus A delta B plus minus B delta A. Now dividing z in the left hand side and dividing AB in the right hand side, there will not be any defect because we know z equal to AB. Okay, so here it will be how much? 1 plus minus delta z by z equal to 1 plus minus A delta B by AB will be how much? Delta B by B plus minus delta A by A. Now 1 will be cancelled out in both the sides. So how much left? Plus minus delta z by z equal to plus minus taking common delta A by A plus delta B by B. Now cancelling plus minus in both the sides. Okay. So delta z by z equal to delta A by A plus delta B by B. So we confirm that if z equal to AB, then okay, then in the propagation of errors, the relative error means delta z by z is equal to the sum of the fractional errors of the given numbers. One more example we will do. Suppose z equal to p square. Now here p square means p into p, right? So according to this formula, we can write delta z by z equal to delta p by p plus delta p by p, right? Now delta z by z equal to 2 delta p by p. Similarly, if you will solve one more problem, that is z equal to suppose pq, then you will get how much? Delta z by z equal to 3 delta p by p. You will get this much. Okay. Let's discuss about the propagation of errors in division. Suppose z equal to a by b. Now in the error format, z plus minus delta z, a plus minus delta a by b plus minus delta b. Here taking common z, 1 plus minus delta z by z, taking common a, 1 plus minus delta a by a. Simply take common b, 1 plus minus delta b by b. Now a by b means z, so this z, this ab will be cancelled out. So how much left? 1 plus minus delta z by z equal to 1 plus minus delta a by a into 1 plus minus delta b by b whole to the power minus 1. Now we will take the help of binomial expansion here. What is binomial expansion? Look, 1 plus x to the power p, suppose. According to binomial expansion, it will be 1 plus px plus other terms are there, but we will limit up to this much provided x is very small as compared to 1. So similarly here 1 plus minus delta z by z equal to 1 plus minus delta a by a into this will be how much? 1 minus 1 is there, so simply multiply minus 1 here, so plus minus symbol will be minus plus delta b by b. Okay, here we have applied the binomial expansion formula. 1 plus minus delta z by z equal to 1 plus minus delta a by a, 1 this one, okay, then plus minus delta b by b plus minus delta a by a into delta b by b. Look, I have told you before also, the product of two deltas means that quantity may be neglected. Okay, so this term may be neglected. Neglected means that is approximately equal to 0, nearly, very nearly equal to 0. That is, we may neglect that term. So how much left? 1 plus minus delta z by z equal to 1 plus minus delta a by a plus minus delta b by b. Now in both the sides we have cancelled out 1. Now how much left? Plus minus delta z by z equal to, taking plus minus common, delta a by a plus delta b by b, cancelling in both the sides the plus minus symbol. Finally we are getting delta z by z equal to delta a by a plus delta b by b. So we conclude that in case of your addition and subtraction, finally we are adding the absolute errors, whereas in case of your multiplication and division, what we are doing? We are adding the relative errors, and their result is also the relative error or the fractional error of the result, that is z. So we concluded that if z equal to p plus q, then delta z equal to delta p plus delta q. Means in case of your addition, we are getting the absolute error, and which is the sum of the two absolute errors of the given values. Suppose z equal to p minus q, then delta z equal to delta p plus delta q. In case of subtraction also, we are adding the absolute errors. Suppose z equal to p into q, then we are finding the relative errors. Means delta z by z equal to delta p by p plus delta q by q. Means in case of our product also we are using the plus symbol. Okay, we are adding the relative errors. Suppose z equal to p by q. In this case also delta z by z equal to delta p by p plus delta q by q. In case of the division also we are adding, means we are using the plus symbol. So what conclusion we are getting? In case of your addition or subtraction we are using the plus symbol. In case of your product and division also we are using the plus symbol. That means the plus we are using, the plus symbol we are using everywhere. So everywhere there is the plus symbol in case of your operation of errors, right? Suppose z equal to p square q to the power minus 3 by 2 r to the power 2 by 3 root t. Okay, and we have to find out the relative error of z. Delta z by z is the relative error of z. How can we find out? Simply, okay, we will write here p square. P square means we have to find out the relative error here. That means simply we will write the power of p, that is 2 into relative error of p, that is delta p by p, plus, no need to get worried whether there is the plus symbol or minus symbol. Okay, just focus on the values only. That means here 3 by 2, next relative error of q, that is delta q by q, again plus 2 by 3 delta r by r, plus here the power is 1 by 2, simply 1 by 2 delta t by t. Okay, whether there is the plus symbol or minus symbol, that doesn't matter. Okay, we have to focus on the powers only. Whether it is divided or multiplied, in every case we have to simply add them and we have to simply write the powers only. Okay, there may be the plus sign or minus sign, no need to get worried. Simply just add them. Okay, thank you.